What do you want me to say? That Talladega race was the single fucking worst. Good fucking God. 14 lead changes. That is fucking small for a track like Talladega. There was a very fucking small action up front. It played out like a rolling freight train like it always fucking does. There was barely any comers and goers. There wasn't even pack racing. In fact, I prefer fucking tandem drafting racing over this fucking dog shit. If this is what people bitched the tandem drafting package away for, then NASCAR fan base is dead to me. You really bitched away the tandem drafting for a dog shit race like this. This was even fucking worse than 2015 Talladega Fall race. In every single solitary meaning of the word, this was way worse than 2015 Fall race of Talladega and 2016. God fucking damn it. Now, let me get some good things out of the way first. Also, first, I already went into detail what was so fucking terrible about it. First, Eric Almirola got his redemption. How fucking badass is that after Austin Dillon no-talented his way into victory lane on the first race of this season? And Eric Almirola found his way back. The other good thing? Jimmy Johnson wrecked. But no, that's not the good thing. That's not the good thing yet. I didn't tell you the best part. He did his old primetime self again and finished 7th. Finished 7th after wrecking. How fucking badass is that? No matter how much you hate Jimmy Johnson, you gotta admit, he is one fucking badass driver. Never gave up. Wheeled the hell out of that car to 7th place. Wheeled a trashed fucking car to 7th place. That is my Jimmy Johnson right there. You can tell he still has juice in him. You can fucking tell he's still having that fiery desire to win. You can fucking tell. He has no reason to retire. Just because Lowe's is leaving, Chad Knaus is leaving, does not mean he will be he will be shit out of luck. It's fresh blood he'll have. Absolute fresh blood. But god damn it. How much worse can a single Talladega race be? Is this what fans really wanted as opposed to tandem drafting years ago in 2011? Really? You guys shouldn't have taken it for granted when it was there. You really shouldn't. Instead, we got fucking uneventful fucking duds like this. Where nothing happens. Where there's even barely anything for me to recap of why it was so fucking awful. It was nothing. It was utter nothingness. Anybody that was impressed by this race has obviously never seen any previous NASCAR race in their entire life. Ever. That was the single fucking worst Talladega race I have ever seen in my life. This is even almost as bad as the New Hampshire race of the fall during the fall last year, I meant to say. God fucking damn it. Fuck plate racing. Fuck this racing package. Fuck this season. You know what? As much as I fucking despised 2008 and 2009 with all my fiery, exploding guts. Oh god, I fucking hated 2008 and 2009 with a fiery, explosive passion. But at least they had good plate racing in 2009. And no bullshit calls were made in 2009 during the plate racing. Well, there was that bullshit call in 2008 in the fall race when Regan Smith should have won his first race. But no, NASCAR, like always, to this day even, has their head straight up where the rectum is. God damn it. But hey, at least today they penalized Jamie McMurray for forcing Menard below the yellow line. Even though I like Jamie McMurray a lot, but at least NASCAR is having consistency. All it was the entire race was pretty much a single file cringe train. The entire godforsaken race. I'm super happy for Eric Almirola. Good for him. He absolutely deserved that win. In every meaning of the word. I'm glad Jimmy Johnson had enough guts to make it back to 7th place after trashing his car earlier in the race. That shows he has fucking talent there, haters. Suck it. Fuck, is there any at all, barely? Is there anything to recap anymore? Stewart-Haas Racing pretty much went 4 seconds ahead of the entire pack. That's Talladega Racing to you? God, that was awful. The single fucking worst. Wanna know what this package has taught me? This package has done a decent amount of good for a lot of the mediocre tracks like New Hampshire. And even, what's another bad track that had good racing? Indianapolis. A lot of the mediocre tracks had great racing. Horrible tracks even had great racing. But the great tracks and most popular ones had the lowest of the low, like Richmond and Talladega. This shows you how fucking terrible this season has been. And it's only going to get gradually worse in 2019, given the new package that has been officiated. Unfortunately, it's not racing anymore. All you have to do is drive with your fucking knees at these next few races well, not next few races, but the next season in 2019. All you have to do is drive with your fucking knees. And maybe even put down a few Uno cars beating against your opponent, supposedly riding shotgun if they're even. God fucking damn it! I don't like how they're not. Let's see how the non-plate package will do at Daytona and Talladega in 2019, because they're not going to run restrictor plates at Talladega and Daytona. Personally, I don't feel that's a good sign. I don't think that it's a good move by NASCAR, but we'll have to see. I'll have to wait until the race actually happens. I personally don't approve of it, but I'll just have to wait until it happens, I suppose. Who fucking knows what's gonna happen? NASCAR has been gradually deteriorating year by year, month by month, hour by hour, day by day, week by week, yada yada yada. You get the goddamn point. I know I said them in the wrong order, but you get my fucking point. Sharpening my pencil in class is going to be more entertaining than that fucking garbage at Talladega. Seriously. I feel so sorry people wasted their money just to go to that fucking complete and utter failed abortion that was that Talladega race. God damn it! Funny how this package has done a lot more good for the terrible tracks than it has done for the great tracks.